Hello, welcome to my live stream. Hopefully this is now working. I had a few problems setting it up, but I'm quite new to this, to be honest. I have done live streams in the past, but yeah, that's quite new to it, to be honest. Paul is the best for UK here. Hopefully this live stream's coming through okay, and the volumes might not be the best. So, yep, excellent. Can anyone tell me if the audio levels are okay? Because I can't hear it on the capture software. Okay, thank you very much, Honoured Shadow. So, hello everyone, we got Bad Fuck Up UK. I'll try not to swear by saying his name, it's quite hilarious. So, Bad FUCUP. Honoured Shadow, ZB Dress. Okay, I'll just double check the game levels. Try adjusting this. Does that sound any better? ZB Dress. Yeah, the way I've got the hardware set up, I can't tell what you guys can hear. I only can see it on VU meters. Okay, thank you, ZB Dress. I'll have a look into that. You can tell I'm unprepared. This is just one of those spare at the moment decisions. Sorry about this, folks. I've just reduced the audio now of the game. How does that sound? I'll have to do more preparation for these videos. I'm just sort of like one of them sort of people who just like think of something, it's a good idea, let's do it 10 minutes later. How does the music sound now compared to my voice? Testing my voice. Testing voice against music. That sounds good to me. Hey, let's do this. So yeah, okay, so we've got Exelon on the Amstrad CPC, a game I fondly remember on the Spectrum. I do apologise when I keep saying that I remember the Spectrum versions more than the Amstrad CPC versions, but it's because I never had an Amstrad CPC growing up. I had a ZX Spectrum 128 plus 2 the black model. Is my first Spectrum, and I remember going into local shops and I did see they had loads of $2.99, $3.99 games for the Amstrad CPC as well, and I was always fascinated by the system, but we didn't have one. I think it was because I was more expensive because of the monitor that you had to buy with the system at the time. I know later on I bought the I don't know why I'm doing this, because you can just choose joystick anyway. No, I don't want to do it like that. Left, right, jump, down, fight. Okay, that's weird. Let's try that again, because I don't want fire to be... what happened there? I do apologise about the technical issues here. Left, right, up, down, fire. That's better. Okay, so yeah, this is Exelon. Yeah, okay. Honored Shadow. I've never heard of them, to be honest. Who's the Amigos? So yeah, anyway, let's start the game. So this is one of them games by Raphael Seco, is that? It's the same developer who made Cybernoid. Do you remember Cybernoid, a rock hard game, also made by the same developer? Let's have a look at the Exelon on the Amstrad. So this is an Amstrad port of, well, I don't know if it's a port, but it's like an Amstrad version of Exelon. It's very colourful, actually. I like it. I like the planets in the background. Nice use of colour. Right, okay. I don't know why this guy is shooting at me for. Oh no, I just got killed already. Here we go. Try pressing refresh, Douglas. Sometimes it helps with streams. To be honest, I'm not really that familiar with streaming myself. I did try Twitch a few times as well, but YouTube seems to work better for me for the streams. How do I get past this guy? Oh no! Oh, I've got grenades according to the bottom. How do I fire a grenade? There we go. Look at that. Okay, yeah, you can definitely tell it's made by the same developer as Cybernoid because it sort of uses the same sort of effects. I have actually played this game before, but it's been quite a while since I played it, to be honest, and that was on the Spectrum. Right. Oh shit, there's another one of them cannon things. Oh no, he got me. So, yep, hold down fire to do the rocket and have some of that. Yeah, these look like teleporters. Beam me up, Scotty. There we go, look at that. I do have to say, the graphics are very good on this. Quite like the AY sounds as well, that sort of work. I'm a big fan of having music in game, but I realise that probably wasn't always possible back then. Some people don't like music. Some people actually take the effort to turn off the music in some games. But I quite like having music in games, if I'm honest. But I don't know if music would have suited this game. I think they probably made the right decision just to keep it as sound effects. Cybernoid was great with the music. Yeah, if you've got any requests for games, just let me know, because I've got a massive archive of Amstrad games I can load quite easily, but sometimes they don't work, but you know, sometimes life can't be perfect. So, okay, I've got a high score. Paul is there. I can't really no, that's a brilliant game. It's from 1987, so how long ago is that? That's quite a long time ago, to be honest. That was 1992, 93. I was 5 years old when this game was first released. Just show you how I do this. Most people know already, but just in case you don't, I've got the Amstrad CPC hooked up via a DVD recorder, and I've also got a Zaxxon floppy disk interface device plugged in. If I go to slot 0 on the USB stick, I've got something called HXC on there, and then when you load that, it loads up the contents of the USB stick, and I've got loads of games on here, and I can just choose a game at will. It's not very not neatly organised, but yeah, if I go into the live stream folder I put on the USB stick, I can choose quite a few games, but there's loads more as well I can just copy across. I've only got a few on here at the moment, but yeah, that's basically the way I use it on the Amstrad. Much better than trying to do it via tapes when you're a YouTuber. So I can just choose a game, like, I don't know, Buggy Boy for example. Actually, we'll do that next if it works. They don't always work, that's the only problem. Save it. The system will now boot up back to Amstrad. Choose the Buggy Boy slot on the HXC device, and then it's like a virtual disk has been inserted, and there we go, run Buggy. And hopefully this will work, because I don't think I've ever played the Amstrad CPC version of this either. The Commodore 64 version was fantastic. Spectrum version wasn't half bad either, because I remember it having massive sprites sort of thing, and I was really impressed with the Spectrum version. So it certainly did honoured. It can come out on all the 8-bits. I'll look at that next if you want. Joystick. Yeah, so I've never played the Amstrad version of Buggy Boy actually. I'm gonna be interested to see what this is like. Oh, it's more like the Commodore 64 version and the Spectrum version. For some reason I was half expecting it to be like the Spectrum version, because a lot of Amstrad games were similar to the Spectrum because of the similar architecture and the Z80 chip and everything. But yeah, this is more like the Commodore 64 version. More smaller sprites and stuff. Oh shit! Oh, you fuck. Here we go. Whee! That's a high... Oh, I'm glad I don't jump that high in my Clio outside, because that would be quite scary. Yeah, it's not a bad game actually, to be honest. Buggy Boy was a pretty cool game, in my opinion. Honoured Shadow, I will do Turrican next. You might have to bear with me though, because I haven't got it on the USB stick, so I've got to transfer it via the PC to do it. Okay, here we go. Right. Oh shit! Yep, Jim Bob Smith. If it's I'd never heard of Fruit Machine Simulator 2. I've heard of Fruit Machine Simulator 1. I didn't know that was a sequel. I'll have a look. Hey, Honoured Shadow, I always get drunk in my videos. I'm not exactly sober now, to be honest with you. Cider Up the Woods. Do you remember that one? Those were the days. Those were the days. Right, let's go through this tunnel. I've been on YouTube since 2006. Or 2006, if you want to call it that way. 2006. So I'm quite an old YouTuber, to be honest. Back in the days where there was no ads on the YouTube videos. $250 points. Yeah, look at that. I'm old now. I'm 37. When I first started YouTube, I was in my mid-20s. And I'm much more wiser these days. That's for sure. Right, let's try and get that Turrican game on. So, bear with me a minute. You're going to see the Amstrad CPC flash splash screen for a few moments while I copy it across. Talking of the car, I might do another car video, but I've been thinking about that for a short while. Okay, right, so Amstrad CPC, let's have a look what we got. You're only as old as you feel, and I feel 96 to be fair. Right, so we got Turrican, where are you? Turrican Rainbow Arts, disc 1 of 2 and disc 2 of 2. I found it, so I'll copy that to the USB pen. So USB pen. I'll make a new folder actually to make it easier. New folder. Sorry about me talking out loud. It's just the way I do things. Requests. Yes. Put that in there. Put that in there as well. Right. That's it. Take the USB pen out. Put that in the device. Right. Okay. So yeah, I've got Turrican on there. Hopefully. So if I choose slot 0, run HXC again. And hopefully it should be there. So there should be a request folder down here somewhere. There it is. Oh no, which one's which? The file name's too long. I think maybe the top one's going to be disc 1 and the bottom one's going to be disc 2. Save that. Right. Okay. Soon find out. Let's do a cat and see what we got. That looks like it could be disc 2 because there's no BAS folder. So let's try the other one. Oh. Isn't that the same one? No. Try running through it and see what happens. Hey, that's looking promising. Have a nice sip of wine. Oh, we've got a crash. 1 second. I do get this a lot with the Amstrad. I think it's maybe because I'm using bad images sometimes. I'll just let me just double check the archive again. See if there's an alternative disk image. So yeah, there's another image. Copy, and let me see. Requests, yes, paste, delete them too. Turrican 2, Turrican disk 1. Just rename the folder file, so it's a bit easier to see on the system itself. Okay, so back to the Amstrad. I'm going to have to run HXC again. Apologise about all this. This is what happens when you do something live. It always goes wrong, as anyone in show business will always say. Let's try this. This is a pretty much unprepared video. I wasn't even expecting to do this. I just thought it would be a good idea because someone else is doing it and they inspired me to do it. So Let's have a look, see what we've got. Okay, back onto the HXC screen. Requests, and it should be Turrican 1 and 2. That's just the disk 1 and 2. So 1 for disk slot 1 and 2 for disk slot 2. Save yes. And let's do a cat on that. What the heck? That doesn't look good. Okay. Bear with me a minute, I've just got another thing to try. I know, I'm determined to get Turrican running on here now. Turrican Amstrad CPC disk image. So I'm going to try it from planetmu.net, an actual download. So here we go. Turrican, where are you? There it is. Now they're the same images as my Tausek. Okay. One more thing to try. Let's try the third version. Now I've got a massive Tausek archive on my PC, and some of the disk images don't work for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a fault of the Amstrad, it's a fault of the device, or it's just bad images. Turrican. There we go. Last version to try. So USB pen back in the PC. Requests, paste that across, delete them old ones. Right, okay, so Turrican one. I'll rename them because the file names are stupidly massive. Right, okay. USB pen back in the device. Oh, the fun. Right, so back onto the Amstrad CPC. Let's load HXC again. Go back to the request folder. Which is all the way down here. Requests. Put the new ones in. 1, 2. Save. Yes, please. Cat. Well, that looks different than the last time, but it still doesn't look right. Oh dear. Oh, hold on, I had the wrong disk in. Okay, let's try. So there's something called Planet on this one. Let's just try running Turrican first. See if that does anything. Pirate screens, of course. I'm not sure what that says. I'm pretty sure it means level start. I don't speak French. 1 I'm going to choose. Hopefully this time. Well, there's the title screen. There's a loading picture, so that's a good start. Press space. That looks a bit better. There's some flickering at the bottom of the screen. Let's try it, see if it works. Please work. Please. Hey, there we go, look at that. Turrican on the Amstrad. Do apologise about the weird flickering at the bottom, but yeah, you can see that this is a Turrican on the Amstrad. This is a weird one because it's sort of like, I've never played this actually. That's a good point. Whoever suggested it, thank you, because I've never actually played the CPC version. It's sort of like a cross between the Spectrum and the Commodore 64 by the way it looks. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I'm going to sound a bit biased here, but I have to say the Commodore 64 version was the superior version. I'm not going to try and say, oh, the Spectrum version was better or the Amstrad version was better, because it wasn't. Because, well, in my opinion, it wasn't. The Commodore 64 version was sort of like the king of all the 8-bit versions of this, but this is not actually a bad effort. I'm actually quite impressed with the amount of colour and how it looks and stuff. It looks quite good actually. The paper size is very small, but I don't know what that flickering is all about. But yeah, that's not too bad of a game actually. It runs at a decent rate as well. It doesn't seem, it's a tiny bit slow, but it doesn't seem massively slow. Yeah, not too bad. Watch out for the bats. I presume they're bats. They look like bats. Oh, I hate games where you have to use up to jump. It's just, I used to hate it back in the day. You need a button to jump, not up. It's just a nightmare to try and jump up places when up's to jump. But yeah, Turrican was a massive game and a massive success story for Rainbow Arts. So they are brilliant games, to be honest. Yeah, they've done a really good job here, actually. Fair play. I never knew what them things were. They look like beacons, but they kill you. Must be angry beacons. Have that, you beacon. Oh shit, I don't know what them are either. I think they're UFOs. So yeah, that's Turrican. Oh, the spike just got me right now. Try and jump over these spikes without them getting me. Oh shit! So what do? I just land right in it. Yeah, you can use that thing as well where you hold down the fire button, can't you? That sort of laser, diagonal laser thing. Quite innovative for its time. I wasn't that, even though they looked really nice, I wasn't that keen on the SNES and Mega Drive versions as much as the computer versions. I don't know why. But yeah, that's 1990. But yeah, that's a long time ago, isn't it? 1990. 1990. How long is that now? 30 years ago? Wow. I remember 1990 like it was yesterday. And Turrican, yeah, that looks really good. Let's have a look at... I'm going to attempt to get Fruit Machine Simulator 2 working there. So bear with me again, because I haven't got that on the USB pen either. I should copy the whole archive onto the USB pen, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done in the first place. Trouble is that HXC software has trouble reading massive amounts of files in one folder, so I'd have to split it up. Let's have a look. We've got Fruit Machine. Let's have a look, see if I can find it. Fruit Machine, where are you? Fruit Machine Simulator 2 1990 Codemasters. That looks like the one. So copy that onto the pen. Here we go. Right, I've got to keep renaming them because the file names are too big on this Tozek image. Fruit machine. Right, pen in the Amstrad. Okay, Fruit Machine Simulator 2. Let's have a look, see if we can get this working. Let's hope we don't have as much trouble as Turrican. Okay. Of course, I've got to run the HXC. This James Jim. This is for you, James Jim Bob Smith. Let's try and see if we can successfully load this one. I'm using this on my actual vintage Amstrad, so it can be hit and miss. I'll try not to use emulators. Emulators are good, and I do sometimes use them if I haven't got the system, or the system is too miles too expensive to afford. I only work in a factory, so well, a warehouse sort of thing, so I don't really earn that much money. But don't get any money out of YouTube, as I never have. Most I made out of YouTube was a tenner, and that was when my channel was monetized, but it's no longer monetized, so I'll just do it for fun there. And yeah, okay, so cat. Right, we got fruit 2, that looks promising. Fruit 2. So let's see if it actually loads. Don't know if it will. Oh, that's a good start. You can see the guy, he's like got his jacket on, and there's a girl peering over his shoulder. Codemasters logo in the bottom right. That's a promising start. It's loading from the disk, so hopefully it's gonna work. Yay! Oh, nice music. I see what you mean, actually. See what you mean by the music. It sounds. I love the AY chip. I agree with what someone pointed out. The SID chip is very technically powerful, but I do love the AY sound. It sounds. Does not sound quite like the AY, in my opinion. Spectrum 128 is when I first heard it, and I've loved it ever since. So I'm not sure what you got to do here. Have I got to press a button? Press 1 to start game, or press 2 to no, one player. It's only me here at the moment, apart from you guys. So I'll take it. Yeah, I've got to put money in now, so press Z for £1. Press S for 50p. Press 5 for 50p. Oh no, press 2 for £1, is that? Press 5 for 50p. No, that's not working. Instant coins. Press T for... Okay, I'll put a token in. Press 1 for 10p. Yeah, there we go. What's that there? Press. Well, I'll put a pound in anyway, so let's start. Okay, hold 1, hold 2, hold 3. Start gamble, spacebar. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. Let's get a match. No, not too good there, was it? Here we go. This would have been really cool back in the day if you enjoyed fruit machines at the pub. Take, stop, return. What the hell does that mean? Okay, it's press spacebar. Right. So hold. I've got 3 to hold. So hold 3 and space for the rest. Oh, I almost got 3 bars then, but it was a pair instead. Ooh, not too good. Am I out of money yet? I've got to insert more coins. So what's he say? Press 1 for 10p. Okay, 1. Yeah. 0 for £1. Okay, let's try that. There we go. I'll put some money in there. Enter if finished. Right, here we go. Not a very good start. No! My luck's never been in with things like this. I don't really use fruit machines in real life anyway, so. But yeah, I've never been very lucky with things like this. Okay, let's try and get a match. Oh, well, I'm gonna hold. No, there's no point, is there? I'm out of money. I'm glad this is virtual money because I haven't got pounds to waste. Oh, that would have been good to hold, but I'm broke. You are broke. It says on the bottom right. Damn. There's that nice little music again. Sounds really good, actually. Yeah, interestingly, the Amstrad CPC also has a internal speaker, and it sounds quite good on that as well. I've got the aligning of my OBS software directly to the 3.5mm jack on the left-hand side of the screen, so you can hear the audio. But yeah, it's really good. Fruit Machine Simulator 2, a game I've never played. Wow, look at all these cool features here. It's demonstrating. I remember, well, actually, I did do what you call it, pinball machine simulator on my channel recently, and that was an Oliver Twins game. Right, let's have another go. One player. Well, I'm gonna put pound in, and that's it for now. I don't want to get broke too quickly. So let's, even though I've only got 10p left. I'm gonna hold. No, it doesn't let me hold. Right. Come on. Space for gamble. It's not even giving me the choice. I don't know how pinball machines work, actually. It's pinball. I mean, I don't know how fruit machines work. Or gambits, as some people call them. Right. Okay. Ooh. Oh, why can't I hold them? Oh, I can. I'm going to hold 2 and 3. Right, let's get another one of them. Come on. Oh! I thought that pen symbol might have been a universal one, but it's not. Alright, then I'm going to hold 1 and 3. Right. Ooh, not too good. Let's hold 1 and 3 again. Oh, so close as well. Insert more coins. I've only got 10p. Oh, 10p a go. That's quite cool. Quite cheap for a coin up machine. Oh, game over. Got no money. Oh no, I have. I've got tokens. Well, I'll put both tokens in. Here we go. Last try. Ooh. I think space tokens get you more than one go. You are broke. Oh dear. So I think it's time to try a different game. So let's have a look what else we've got on the HXC. Wait for it to load. No, that's the wrong folder. Sorry, I didn't mean to go in that one. Right. Let's have a look what else we've got. I've already actually done Predator on my channel. That was one of the Amstrad CPC Game of Day videos. The other day, I did it a few days ago, I think. Every second counts. I remember that BBC programme back in the day. Every second counts. Okay, Guardian. I'm going to try Bruce Lee. See what that's like. Brucey bonus. Let's see what this one's like. I've done Predator already, ZB dress. If you look on my Gamer Days for January, it's on there. It's not bad. It's probably not the best game I've ever played, to be honest. Yeah, it's probably better than the Spectrum version. Is this game gonna load or is it gonna crash? Let's find out. Ooh, nice bit of music from the AY. So we got 1 player, 2 players, computer and opponent, enter to begin game, US Gold Limited. Let's. Yeah, this looks very similar to the Commodore 64 version actually. Are you Boona? Right, okay. How do you flying kick him? Have some of that. Have some of that. There we go, look at that. I like the way he does a flying kick. Whee! It's so funny. You have to collect these lanterns, don't you? Oh crap. I wasn't too familiar with Bruce Lee. I know it's well loved in the retro community, but I wasn't really familiar with it. Because I only played it later on. I think you have to collect them lanterns. Okay, jump up here. How do I get back up? Oh, you crapper. One system I aim to get one of the days, Honoured Shadow, is a Atari 8-bit line. One of the computers. That's one system I've never owned, like the Atari, like you say, the 800 XL or any of the other variants. I had an Atari 2600 Junior back in the day, but I've never owned one of the keyboard based Atari machines that are 8-bit. I've got an Atari 520 ST, the FM model. Unfortunately, I would love to have the extended, the enhanced Atari 520, because that lets you put normal normal SIM RAM sticks in. That's kind of cool. But I wouldn't mind having one of them Atari 800 XLs. But just like any other retro computer on things like eBay and stuff, they're just stupid prices. I mean, I saw Atari 800 XL, 400 quid. And it didn't even mention if it had been recapped or anything. Right, okay, so let me just jump up the... How the bloody hell do you jump back up? Right, okay, have that. Oh, I'm dead. Right. I'm still trying to work out which system to do for February Gamer Day. If anyone's got any ideas, I only can do the systems I own, or if I don't, I have to do it via an emulator. I've got quite a few systems out, to be honest. So just let me know if you can think of any ideas. I haven't quite worked it out yet. Can't do the Atari 800 XL because I don't own an Atari 800 XL. I can do it via emulator, but I try and keep my videos to real systems because it's much easier to record them on OBS Studio, to be honest. And also it gives it more of an authentic look, doing it via composite or RGB. And I get to use my quick shot joystick on most of them. Not all of them, like the SNES. I couldn't do it on the SNES. I was thinking of maybe the Nintendo original, because that's another system I've got, but I've never done Game of Day before. Right, okay, let's... Oh yeah, so that's Bruce Lee, yeah, it's sort of reminiscent to the Commodore 64 version. Let's have a look at some other games. Back to the HXC. Obviously, because it's a live video, I can't edit it because it's live. So you get to see all the HXC stuff. Try Greiser. I think that's. I think someone already said that actually. I think that's basically Contra. No, I don't know what the file name is yet. Just catalogue the disc. Oh, just simple Greiser. You need 128K. Oh dear. So it looks like I've put a 128 version of it in the drive. See, these are the problems you get when you haven't got a 128 machine. So let's have a look at... Let's try it again, but that was a second file, wasn't there? Let's try the other file. If that doesn't work, I'll give up on Greiser. Greiser! So which one did I put in last time? That one, wasn't it? Try this one. Bit of Greiser. Greiser. Catalogue the disc. This one's called disc. So you get all these different versions of disk images on these TileSec images. Oh, okay, it's got a demo of a different game on this one as well. Press the enter key to start. Oh, that's a bit more promising, isn't it? Greiser, Konami, Ocean. One player game. Let's have a look. Wow, that's quite impressive actually. I remember playing Contra on the NES and it was a great game. But this looks really good. It's like got decent graphics. Nice and colourful and detailed. It's flip screen now, it's not scrolling. The NES or Nintendo Entertainment System version was side scrolling, but yeah. For a nice little Greiser experience or Contra experience, this isn't that bad. I quite like the level of detail that they put in the environments, like the colour and stuff. Looks quite impressive. Game over. Try Nomad please. I played that mainly on the Amstrad at a friend's house in the 80s on the green monitor. Yes, sure thing, Honoured Shadow. Bear with me a minute. I'm just going to copy the file onto the USB drive. Okay, so just got to switch over to the PC. Let's have a look, see if I can find it. Nomad. Let's have a look. Nomad. Fair no named. Okay, that's not the one. Okay, Nomad. 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 Let's have a look. Where are you? I think I found it. Okay, let's copy that over. Copy. Paste. Take the USB pen out, back into the Amstrad. So, Nomad. Okay, turn off the Amstrad, turn it back on. Let's have a look. Back to HXC. I'll put Nomad on here, but whether it works or not is a different story. I haven't tested it. So requests. Nomad. Save it up. Cut the disk. Nomad EXO. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it's worth a try. Infinite lives. So we've got a trainer on it. No, I don't want it. That's a very good start. I did actually play this on the Spectrum as well because I had it on a Crash magazine cover tape. Press any key. Hey, Nomad, it's working. Oh shit. Oh, fucking hell, that's quite quick actually. Right. Here we go. Right, so you sort of play this, I think it's like a robot. Right, okay. It's quite hard to control because you have to like sort of like use the directions to sorry, the left and right to move your robot to the required direction. You have to use up to sort of move forward. Doesn't look like I can get through that door. Not sure how to get past that door. How do I get past that door? Anyone know? I don't know how to get past the door. Let's go back this way. Go back down there. Oh shit, someone's shooting. Maybe that's a switch. You probably have to, oh, I've just pressed the switch. That's probably what it was. Hey, the door's open, cool. Right, continue on. Oh shit! Oh, I've got to start right from the beginning. The switch is already activated though, so I don't have to worry about that again. Oh crap. I'm bouncing off the walls. Right, okay. Proceed then. Proceed with caution. Right, here we go. Oh no. Right. Right, okay. Now forward. Let's try for this weird guy here. Okay, I'm going to try and sort of wait for him to shoot the bullet and then... Yeah, there we go. Oh, another switch there. I bet that... Oh shit. I bet that opens another door, doesn't it? It's already open, damn it. Oh, no, that's hard, that is. That's really hard. So, yeah, yeah. What did you think of the live stream anyway? Should I do them more often? Should I not do them? I know I had a few technical difficulties, but I don't know. I'm thinking about doing them a few times, every so often. Won't be able to do it every day like I do the game of day videos, but yeah, is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Oh crap! Maybe if I refine it a bit so I don't have so many technical difficulties and prepare one more. Shoot the guns. I'm gonna try and shoot the guns. Hey, you can blow them up like you said. Oh shit! Oh! Now that just got destroyed by that bloody laser thing again. I am hopeless at games, as you can see. Whoa, shit. This robot's got a mind of its own. Oh shit. Oh, I thought I didn't get destroyed by that one. That was a bit of a fluke there. Oh! No! Game over. Oh dear. So anyway, yeah, it's the Amstrad CPC 464 with a Zaxxon floppy disk interface. They're really cool, them Amstrad CPCs are. Sorry, the Zaxxon interface. It's more vintage. I'm not sure which motherboard revision it is, but it's one of the old school one, the first revision. It's not the Plus. I'm using what is a SCART, RGB to SCART that goes into a DVD recorder. Then the DVD recorder goes into my HDMI capture device. It's quite complicated to do the Amstrad CPC because I haven't got anything like a proper good scaler and stuff. So my DVD recorder's on AV1. My DVD recorder's got a HDMI socket that goes to my HDMI port, and this is running on RGB mode via a SCART lead to the DVD recorder. Complicated, but the Amstrad because the Amstrad CPC doesn't output composite, I can't use my normal composite USB capture thing, which I use for most of my games, like the Spectrum. I use that, and the snares and everything else. I use that mainly because the Amstrad CPC doesn't have composite. I can't use it, so I have to go the DVD recorder method. Anyway, enough of now, mad. So there's a dip switch on this device as well. If I flip the dip switch, you get a power DOS on here as well, which is kind of cool. Zaxxon makes them. He did a link in the Amstrad CPC guide. Sorry, the Amstrad CPC group. And I went and got one from Sell My Retro. Well worth the money. Right. For now, I'm going to call that a day because yeah. But if you want me to do one of these again, let me know because I quite enjoyed that. To be honest, I'll be better prepared next time. Get more games on the USB pen, or use or even if I do it on a different system, I'll just be better prepared. It was a bit of a spare of the moment thing, to be honest. I just thought it would be a good idea, and apart from the technical issues, that was quite fun actually. And so yeah, there you go. That's what it is, Amstrad. Nice system, to be honest. I bought my Amstrad for 30 quid. I don't know if any of you guys go to Retro Revival ever in Warsaw or Wolverhampton, wherever it's been, but that's where I bought it from, Retro Revival in the UK. 30 quid, not bad. Didn't come with the monitor, just the system itself. It's got a bit of a crackly volume control, but that's all that's wrong with it. Probably needs a good cleaning out, the potentiometer. And yep, so there you go. That's that. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching.